Hi everybody, welcome back to Old Guy Games and welcome to Knee Deep. Now this is another one of those adventure choice games where you really can't lose, but the presentation on it is absolutely incredible. Let me do this real quick. There we go. We'll turn it down just a little bit because the only thing to hear really is music and a couple sound effects. It's not voiced at all. And I thought, yeah, it's kind of a neat looking art style. I mean, it's kind of 3D and all right, we'll just, what is this? Why does my parking lot break and I have floorboards underneath? And you'll notice that there's a deal here and kind of over here and it's woods and we've got some spotlighted stuff. And I was wondering what the heck was going on. I did play through a little bit of this just to get the hang of it. But it is the presentation of this game that really sets it apart. So let's check it out, shall we? Let's just go for a new game here. Now, this worries me, and if anybody from Prologue Games ever hears this, you'll notice that it says Act 1 Wonderland, Act 2 Festival coming soon, and Act 3 Boomtown. It worries me that they're going to charge me for Act 2 and Act 3, even though I bought Act 1 at full price and everything. I hope not. I hope not. But let's begin Act 1 and I'll show you what's really cool about this. We can zoom out. The world rotates a little bit. Settle in for a night at the theater. We can silence the phone, tune the orchestra, read the play. Let's silence our phone. That's the nice thing. You deactivate the ringer on your smartphone out of courtesy to the actors. Okay. The stage is set. The broader script's written, but your choices shape how other characters react to you. Let's read the playbill. Knee Deep, a swamp noir in 3 acts. You can lose friends, respects, and the moral high ground. Can't lose the game. Okay, let's tune the orchestra. Musicians start tuning their instruments in preparation for the show's opening act. Alrighty. You're the star, playing our 3 main characters, blogger Romana Teague, print reporter Jack Bellet, and detective K.C. Gaddis. Alrighty. Ooh, ladies and gentlemen, the Prologue Theater welcomes you to this production. Please, no videos or flash photography. Sorry, doing a video thing. That's the way it goes. Enjoy the show. Let's bring down the house lights. And the curtain rises on Act 1 of Knee Deep. So this whole thing is presented as if you're in a theater. They don't want you to forget that you're kind of watching a play. Act 1 Wonderland, October 30th, 5:38 p.m. Another beautiful Florida sunset, tainted by a dangling corpse in his bathrobe. But looking at this, I've kind of designed, not nearly on this scale, but I've designed sets like this for places and stuff, and it's amazing. So we have sad ending, slow news day, or another fight. Let's go for sad ending, I think. It's a bitter conclusion for the downward arc of Tag Kern's sporadically illustrious Hollywood career. Found dead by a janitor at Chief Roadside's Wonderland. Okay. It's a horrible job on the best of days. This is not the best of days. Jim Larman, shit, not again. Not again? Really? That makes one curious. Okay. Meanwhile, on I-95, Romana Teague, stuck in traffic, dodging her editor, hunting for a last chance. This is neat how they do the text messages, projecting them on a screen. Not much else to do while the traffic crawls. And we have apparently a bunch of Twitter messages about Tag here. So young, and soon to be so unemployed. We can go for a strange response. We can go for fan rage. We can go for Cypress Knee. Fan rage. The blog readers are going to eat this up. That shitty little town's not far. This story could really save my ass with Lenny. Okay, during the game you'll post reports, pick a source and a clue, and then assign a spin. Choose cautious, edgy, or inflammatory. Okay. Okay. So, we have dead actor. And here we have the basic one is reports on the internet suggest that Hollywood has been Tag Kern killed himself at an old Florida tourist trap called Chief Roadside's Wonderland. If we go cautious, Cypress Knee, Florida, it's not a hoax like last year. Officials report that actor Tag Kern hanged himself from a tower at the Florida roadside tourist trap. And go edgy. Tag Kern made a name for himself in action flicks such as Operation Amazeballs and the occasional artsy picture like Existentialist. But will he now be remembered for killing himself in a Florida tourist trap? Authorities say Kern hanged himself from a tower at Chief Roadside's Wonderland. We can go inflammatory. People haven't paid this much attention to Tag Kern since the first time he ran drunk and naked through Times Square. Now he's the talk of the internet after hanging himself from the tower of a tacky roadside tourist trap in swampy North Florida. No word yet on the motive for this suicide, but recent box office failures like Dystopic 12 and Meacham might have something to do with it. I'm not going to go inflammatory. I think I'm going to go edgy. And report. The traffic doesn't seem to be in any hurry to break gridlock. We could tune the radio, we could yell at Moorton, we could rev the engine, or we could honk. Let's yell at people. Get out of my way. Angry. I don't want to talk to him. He'll yell at me, maybe fire me. Okay. The phone chimes again. He can wait. I've got the story. Got to get the story nailed down. The phone chimes again. Social media birds chirp. You go. Oh, Romana. She screams. But you'll notice that we see the actor get out of the car as the lights fade. I've made effects like that. They're fun. But yeah, this is all presented exactly as if it were unfolding on stage, and I dig the art style. Kind of see the set come into being here. November 1st, 2 a.m. Romana Teague, better known as Phaedra, top blogger at Fan Rage for the past 3 years, and you're only 20. Not bad on the Kardashian fame scale. Let's get a strange response. I get demanded, why am I here? On the Homeland Security scale, I'm cuter. Okay. You've been right in the thick of the Kern story. I'm doing my job. That's what I do, or did. Once upon a time, anyway. Good gig? Couldn't stab a frog with it. We've got some questions. Not a lot of people left to give answers. That's on you, I hear. Not just me. I had help. Critical choice ahead. Why'd you get sacked? Deception, I made a mistake, or I compromised. I'm going to say I made a mistake. I was in a hurry, took a source for their word for a story, published the blog without verifying. Stupid mistake. Your editor must have been furious. Water under the bridge. Strain response, not my fault. Water under the bridge. It's done. Can't undo it. So that's what it takes to lose a job you can do in pajamas. Let's start from the top. You were in traffic outside Jacksonville 2 days ago when you heard the news, right? Right now, I'm wishing I drove the other way. Hard to resist news like that, though. Tag Kern killed himself, they said. But that wasn't even the real story. And end scene. This stage is huge, by the way. Either that or we have tiny, tiny actors. So we do this. We move out. Rotate world. And fly back in. I'd love to see the tracking under this stage and all that stuff that has to get done. Okay. Clues, lore, and archived reports are in the journal. Open the journal with J on the keyboard or back on the controller. Alrighty. So if I hit J, okay, so we have recent, the internet, dead actor. Okay, what's our lore? That's Romana Teague. So we can look through all of this stuff. And if we look at achievements, You can see that, again, I played a little bit, so I got these. But not much. So, that's my journal. Always handy to have. The infamous Phaedra finds herself in the forgotten tourist town of Cypress Knee. Boop. I can only duck Lenny's calls for so long. This makes a nice distraction, though. He might even cut me some slack. Of course, Lenny gives about as much slack as an arthritic conga line. Family football fame. Chief Roadsides was lost to obscurity before I was born. Last blip on the media radar was when Dolphins' second-string quarterback Dooley Quinlan got his tongue stuck in the penny presser on a bet in 1983. Wow. See, I love roadside attractions, too, so I'm going to have to check out a place like... more going on with Kern, it appears. Who is this? Not on my contacts list. I'm a big fan. Call me Anonymous. Okay. Hanged himself from a tacky Indian tower. No great mystery. Not so open and shut. Knowledge. What do you know about this? A few things. Well, help when I can. Start with Gordon Cordray, church bigwig. You break your shift button while you shout. Until next time. Alrighty. Help us, help you, help yourself. We'll answer it. Hi, Lenny. Finally answering your phone. I've spent all day with lawyers thanks to your colossal shitstorm. Rebuke. We publish without verification all the time, Lenny. You outed Daedra Alistair, TV's favorite wholesome hetero mom. Her people insist she's not gay. Deputy directing traffic outside Aldo's told me he saw her making out with Yeah, I read the story. So did a million other people. She's not gay. TV's favorite mom. Bet our hits spiked through the roof, though, right? You've screwed up before, but never anything of this magnitude. Go big or go home, yeah? You're on your 9th life, kitty. Tell me how you plan to justify your phony baloney job now. I'm at ground zero for the death of Tag Kern. Get something online soon, make it good, and no more mistakes. I can make sure it's interesting, or I can make sure it's correct. No guarantees for both. I like that response. So now we have this dude who looks extremely robotic and has the most generic sign ever. Fix this. Okay, all right, we'll investigate. Here we go. Oh, critical choice head. Don't support the tyranny of institutional racism. Chief Roadsides is a culturally insensitive relic. We can go with cute, tacky, or atrocious. I'll go atrocious. It's atrocious, yeah. Well, that's not exactly what I meant. Okay. I'm glad you agree. Would you sign this petition? We'll give a strange response. I'll sign, but my pen only writes with invisible ink. Okay. I'm here about Tag Kern anyway. Oh, right, you're that blogger, Phaedra. I read your stuff. Sad about Kern. I really wanted another Operation Amazeballs. Me too. Big Bus. What's up with the Big Bus? What's with the fancy motor coach? Those folks are with the Church of Us. You know, the weists. Kern was one of them. Maybe they can tell me more. Upcoming blog post may affect your relationship with other characters. Okay. Maybe I'll try. Maybe they'll try to brainwash you into joining their crazy cult. No, I'm not worried about that. Never been much of a joiner. Okay. So here we go. Alrighty. So, Robert, we have the woodland protests. Basic information. Native American Robert Woodstep protested against the racial stereotypes embodied by Chief Roadside's Wonderland in Cypress Knee. The town's last claim to fame was an incident involving a football player and a penny presser in 1983. We could go cautious. Native American once owners of Chief Road would then to abandon harmful stereotypes. Woodstep waved a sign that reads, "Fix this now." Amidst the chaotic swirl of coverage of actor Tag Kern's death. Edgy? The sign gripped by Cypress Knee reads, "Fix this now." Woodstep is Native American, took advantage of the media attention, rundown, don't support culture, institutionalize racism. Woodstep, let's say anyone willing to listen. The town last made headlines in 1983 when second-string Dolphins quarterback Dooley Quinn got his tongue stuck. Actor Tag Kern killed himself in a tacky, outmoded North Florida monument to genocide and casual. Okay, this I'm going inflammatory. Robert Woodstep, Native American, Cypress Knee, or John Locker's Join Us Crusade. 1980. All right. I'm going to go inflammatory with this one because it seems to be the popular thing to do and will probably get us views. Decent traffic for that post. You're still a monumental pain in the ass, Phaedra, but at least you keep eyes on the block. Good. But see, side of the bus, just up, and we're inside the bus now, and we can check this out. Okay. Meacham, that must have been one of his art flicks. You're prismatic at the very least. Okay. It's the hair, right? Really, I was talking about your eyes. Why, thank you. You should see them when they're bloodshot. I'd be fascinated to see how you fare on the Opto Levels test. What? An Opto who? The test measures your potential within the Church of Us. The lowest possible level is Primordial. The highest rank one may attain is Dark Matter. Okay. Yeah. Will you take the test? It's a one-time offer, I'm afraid. You know what? Let's take the test. Sure, why the hell not? So we go over, have a seat, and here's our computer. Again, on a screen so the audience can see. Nice. Help us, help you, help yourself by answering a series of questions. Don't be self-conscious. Answers are not right or wrong. Okay, let's get on with it. Choose the best color. Cerulean, crimson, lavender, saffron. Crimson and saffron are shades of red. Lavender is a purple. Cerulean is blue. I am going to go with cerulean. Is that a color or some kind of granola? It's a color, you idiot. 133 or 107. Ah, 33 it is. One day I'll be middle-aged too. Well past it, dear. You're walking through a desert. You find a smartphone lying on the back. Screen baking in the sun. What do? Check ownership. Okay. What's your favorite kind of music? Techno. Whoa. That helped. Favorite how first computer. Secondhand notebook computer I used to start my first blog. Alrighty. Best cause of death. None. Mortality is the only option. This device detects a rare quantity and quality of optomolecules in the test subject, qualifying them for quantum rank. Well, yay. I did it does end up different because I took it before when I was just going through this and I ended up with like 0. It was like, you got nothing. Alright, so we switch her off. And this time I got the answers apparently. Yeah. Really good showing. The boss knew you had potential. He'll catch up with you later to talk about Kern. I've got other ambitions. Later, Phaedra. Okay. Alright, time to chat with the man who found Kern dangling over from that tower. Is my set gonna fold up? No, it didn't. Alrighty. Roadside fun and fuel depot. Woo! As an actor, I'm not sure if I could stay on there with that amount of speed. Like I said, I'd like to know how big this theater is, because so far it's freaking huge. Alrighty. Big damn pallets too. We've got Remy Dixon to talk to, or Jim Larman. Let's talk to Jim. He's the guy that found him. Ooh. I watched Apollo 11 launch from that tower back when I was Your age? I'm not going to call a guy old. That's me. We'll go small rocket. That rocket must have been really small to fit on that tower before launch. You should have seen the guys inside. Can you confirm that the man hanging from the tower tonight was Tag Kern? Sure looked like him. Had a wallet with his driver's license inside, too. How'd that DMV picture look? Mine adds about 20 years and a healthy dose of meth addict. Didn't give it much more than a glimpse, but, you know, he looked a lot taller in the movies. Shrimpy dude. I gotta admit, I'm not a fan of Phaedra. She's a little bit too sassy for me. Okay. Was Kern alone? Nope. He was here with some folks from the Red Eclipse movie studio. Location filming, I think. Messy scene, location, anything unusual? Messy scene? Was the death scene a pain to clean up? Hey, it could have been worse. At least he didn't jump. Oh, Christ, shotgun. Yeah, that's very true. Any idea why Kern killed himself? Have you seen his latest movies? Did Kern scream at the last second, like maybe he changed his mind? That's a morbid question, but no, he didn't scream. Not that I heard. Are the Red Eclipse folks still here? I think so. Last I saw, they were hanging out at Hungry Chief's. Strange place to mourn or feeling, we'll go with feeling hungry. How's the food? Depends. How much do you love hugging a toilet? Yeah. Those people should count their blessings and their calories. Huh. Another blog post ahead. Okay. Real quick, though, we'll talk to Remy Dixon. Remy, bet you didn't know that Indonesians won't let you put a convenience store within 500 meters of a grocery store. That's good to know. Remy always happy to help. Later, be cool, give us it later. We'll talk again. Remy, I think, needs a little bit of help in his life. Okay. Go, better get what I can to the blog before. Okay. So we have Jim Larman told Romana Teague that actor Tag Kern was staying at Chief Roadsides with a crew from the studio working on his next movie. We also have Kern's ID. Man found his carried Tag's wallet. We are going to go here. Tag Kern spent his final days as a seedy tourist trap called Chief Roadside's Wonderland. But it seemed that, although he was among friends, he felt utterly alone and so desperate, it seems that he took his own life. Kern was in Cypress Knee with a film crew from Red Eclipse Studios scouting locations for a new movie, or we can go inflammatory. The last movie on Tag Kern's filmography, May Neverlands. Oh, God. Sources close to the investigation of the actor's sudden death say he was in the North Florida town of Cypress Knee for a new project. The crew from Red Eclipse Studios scouted locations at a nearby prison. It remains to be seen whether Kern's suicide leaves the movie justice fatality. Really? Nope, I'm going to go with edgy. It's a little bit better. Okay. Not bad. ZTM still getting more hits, though. Who cares? Into Hungry Chiefs. I do. I love the presentation of this. It's so unique. As you know, you're on a stage, you're in a theater, this is what's going on. Miss Teague, you certainly didn't waste any time getting here, but that's the way you work, right? Always in a hurry. Did Kern eat everything on his plate? Did he order dessert? Weird question. He didn't have much of an appetite. Little guy, little hunger. Don't you think you should have seen this coming? Holy God, she's a bitch. Maybe I should have. Feel terrible about it. If I'd known better, we could have reached out. Kern suicidal? Enough chit-chat. Did Kern say or do anything that seemed suicidal? Honestly, he seemed broody. Tag lost a lot of confidence after Dystopic 12 and Meacham, so I was curious about something. Saw your post. Might have cut close to the bone for some of us, Tina especially. Have a heart, lady. Always a pleasure, Donnie. Can I call you Donnie or Fred? Okay. Strange response it is. We have Weeping Woman. We have Remy. He was just... Weren't you at the... Okay. Let's talk to Tina Gray here. Tina Gray. I can't believe this is happening. Do you plan to cash in on his death with a kiss and tell memoir? Wow. I'm offended you'd even ask. Why'd Kern want to kill himself? That's the thing. He wasn't depressed or anything. He really liked where the new project was going. And since you're here, yes. What right do you have to say Tag was all alone? That no one tried to save him. I loved him. He didn't need saving. This is all wrong. Yeah, let's just be a complete bitch. Enjoy single. Time to polish up your dating profile, right? Really? Yeah, we're just... Remy, bet you didn't know all Spanish moss comes from one ancient dude's beard because he chased a girl up a tree. Wait, didn't I just see you over at the Fun and Fuel? Remy gets around. You think that staying in this horrible place might drive a man to kill himself? I've only been here a few minutes and at the very least I want to cancel my Facebook. Really? Hey, Chief Roadsides is home, especially when Remy gets evicted. You saw Kern before he died, didn't you? Sure did. Served him a scout burger, especially fresh meat and everything. Special, fresh meat and everything. He ate like a hungry raccoon. Did Kern seem upset, depressed, angry? Remy might have made him a little mad, told him how awful Meacham was. I hear that a lot. Might be mean, but it's true. Oh, by the way, Remy heard Cordray talking about you. He wanted a word, okay? So we will move on. You're making too many sober decisions, it said on the wall. Okay. It's such a tragedy what happened to your mother. She deserved better. I want information about Tag Kern. Leave her out of this. I have no idea what happened to you. What? I can tell you that he held a ranking of dark matter, a rarity among us in the church, among those in the Church of Us. How big is the Church of Us? We've got 6 million members worldwide. At last count, growing. 6 million members worldwide at last count, growing every day. Such a pleasing sight. Open yourself to the energies of the universe as they swirl around you, such as the spirit of such as the spirit of an sensitive. Okay, kind of a big deal. You show great potential while retaining room to grow. How much does it cost to be a sensitive? Our sensitive members are expected to contribute $10,000 a year to the church. Good God. What does that investment get me? The church offers an array of benefits from spiritual counseling to career guidance. Just seems overpriced. Logically, shouldn't you encourage more elite opto carriers to join with reasonable prices? We're satisfied with the current contribution paradigm. Of course, I'm done for now. Let's move on. Mixed opinion about Kern's death, obviously. That's very true. Miller, the movie director, claimed Kern was depressed. Tina Gray thought Kern seemed happy. Remy seemed mostly neutral, except when it came to Meacham. Miller didn't think that Kern had an appetite, but Remy described a pretty big last meal. And what's the deal with creepy Gordon Cordray? Might have to call her about him. Surprise, first call. Okay, she's talking about her mom already. So, let's see here. Remy Dixon told Romana Teague he may have angered Kern by... Okay. See, interesting, but not without context. Tina Gray reported Romana Teague that Tag Kern, was in good spirits before his death. Suicide wouldn't make sense. Donovan Miller reports him tease a flop of dystopic child rattled Tag Kern's confidence. Seemed in a press mood. Not realizing. Okay. See, you didn't have much of an appetite. See, if I could take these two and combine them with what Remy told me. There we go. All right, let's see here. Let's go with regret. Regret is always good. What is cautious? Edgy. Why can't I? Regret. Edgy. Miller said that Kern seemed depressed while the actor didn't know just how desperate the actor had been. Well, the director didn't know just under different circumstances. If he'd known better, Miller said he would have taken steps to help Kern. Inflammatory. Donovan Miller missed all the signs. Now Tag Kern's dead. I wish I'd known how bad he was hurting. I would have reached out, Red Eclipse Studios director said. Instead, through inaction, you might now. I don't know. I don't like this. Okay, no. Got to be something. Regret. That's the one we just looked at. See, now this could be interesting. Tag Kern doesn't think he killed himself, so who did? Fans are clamoring for an explanation to Kern taking his own life. But what if he was murdered? Now this is gonna get clicks. Bonk. You're making a leap here. It's either awesome or it'll end in a spat. Yeah, who cares about lacking solid proof? We're writing for a blog, right? We hear the spotlight turn on. Tell us about this source of yours, the one who calls himself Anonymous. Yeah, nope. I don't burn sources. Do you realize how much trouble you've caused? Oh, I'm just getting started. See. And we move on. Earlier at Trail's End in Cypress Knee, another death investigation. I'm going to leave this one here because this starts our deal on our second character. Yeah, and I just made a save, so we'll be okay. If you guys want to see more of this, please let me know, but this is knee deep. And I love the presentation of being in a theater and being known to know that and everything like that. I really enjoy it, and I thought you guys might find it cool too. So if you want to see more, let me know in the comments below, and it will get to me, or you can email me at theoldguygames@gmail.com, and let me know if you don't want to comment. And in the meantime, I hope you enjoyed this, and maybe we'll see more. Again, it's the art style, the presentation is nice, the writing, it's a little Gen Y millennial snarky, super snarkiness for no apparent reason. But that could just be our first character, Phaedra, there. So I'm gonna continue on with the second character. Whether I record it or not is up to you. And I'll see you guys on the next episode of Old Guy Games.